Hey everyone, my name is Alex and welcome to another Civilization 6 video. Now, we just got the developer update for December, which included a few things. Firstly, it included a lot of stuff which is going to be added to the game for every single player this month. But secondly, and more intriguingly, it included a big hint at what's going to come in January for the new Frontiers Pass. So, we're pretty much going to focus the video on that bit, because I think it's quite interesting to speculate, and there's definitely a lot of things to be said about it. But before we go that far and start speculating about January, let me just kind of run over the free content for December. So there's a city-state picker allowing you to select exactly what city-states you want in the game. There's a stop asking button for when the AI keeps pestering you over the same thing over and over again. So if the AI keep asking you the same stuff, you can just say stop asking. It's essentially a shut up button. And there's a ton of balance changes. Now, overall, watching the video, I've got to say I wasn't really that excited about a lot of the changes which have been made and the new content. However, this is an update Civilization 6 needs, and I think we've got to be grateful for the great content they brought to us this year in the game. And this update, when you think about it and you actually watch the developer update itself, you'll realise it's a very good update and it will help us have a better experience with the game. So yeah, a big thank you to Firaxis for another year of great content. Like, this game just goes from strength to strength, and it's great to see that they're fine-tuning the content they've added in the past, so yeah, thank you a lot. But yeah, let's move on now to the most interesting part of the dev update, because I love speculating, which was when the associate producer of the game talked about future Civ 6 content with a figurine in his hand, and he was clearly drawing a lot of attention to the figurine. I mean, this clearly, in my opinion, a hint as to what is coming in January. Now, I saw a lot of people on Twitter and on Reddit sort of asking who this leader was that he had in his hands. But for anybody that has played Civ Rev, you'll know that this leader is a barbarian. It's not a leader, it's just a barbarian from Civilization Revolution, suggesting to me that the word barbarian or barbarians are going to play some role in either the new leader in the January expansion pack, or the new leaders, there's two leaders, or perhaps the game mode, something like that. But let's actually break down three ideas here on what is most likely this hint referring to. So my first specific theory relates to a leak. Now, a lot of people think they know what the civilization and leaders are going to be in the January update in the new Frontiers Pass. So if you don't want any of that spoiled, then do feel free to turn off now. Right, so my first theory is that basically Kubla Khan is the hint here, because Kubla Khan is predicted to be the bonus leader in the next expansion pass, leading both China and Mongolia. And I'm pretty sure that at some point I read somewhere that in China he was actually considered a barbarian in some regards, as he was from outside the walls of China. He's obviously, I think he was born in like Mongolia, invaded China, something like that. So when he first invaded China, he was kind of considered a barbarian by some for that reason. Kind of in a similar way that anybody outside of Rome was considered a barbarian by the Romans. So, obviously the link there is a barbarian hinting at Kubla Khan, but that's kind of vague. The second theory I have is that perhaps a game mode, the new expansion pass in January does include a brand new game mode, so perhaps the game mode is going to be based on some kind of really fearsome and sophisticated barbarians which you can interact with way more than you can in the standard game. Maybe you can make alliances with them, maybe you can pay them to attack your enemy, stuff like that. But perhaps it could be hinting at a game mode. I feel like that is the most likely of the ideas. I just think when he was holding that barbarian, I thought, could this be a game mode? It seems kind of, it would work with the game mechanics to make barbarians far more sophisticated and to be able to interact with them far more. And I think it'd be pretty fun as a game mode. Now, my final idea, and although I would absolutely love this idea, I think it's very, very unlikely, links to the fact that this barbarian in his hands is literally the barbarian or one of the barbarians from Civilization Revolution. As a massive long shot, maybe there is a game mode in the works which simplifies and shortens the whole game of Civ 6 to give a more streamlined experience, similar to how Civ Rev was a very, very simplified experience compared to the PC versions of the game. Now, in some ways, This would work because obviously Civ 6 is on consoles, it's on Switch, the PlayStation and Xbox consoles, and you know, a lot of people have bought it on those consoles, and a lot of those people would probably appreciate not having to spend the excessive amounts of time playing the full Civ 6 game. You know what? I play largely on PC, and I'd love to just have a streamlined game of 2, maybe 3 hours with a shortened tech tree and stuff like that, so that would be fantastic. But I do feel like just because he's holding a Barbarian from Civ 6, from Civilization Revolution, I think it's obviously very unlikely that it's hinting at some kind of Civ Rev game mode, but still, it would be fun. Anyway, do let me know what you think in the comments. Obviously, my ideas are just ideas, they're just theories. I'm sure yours will be a lot better, and if I do get quite a few theories from you in the comments, I'll probably feature them in a one-off video, giving you, obviously, a shout-out and featuring your ideas. So if you want to do that, then leave them in the comments. That would be very, very cool. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you want to hear some more of my Civ ideas, then check out the video in the box below. It's kind of outdated, but there's lots of cool ideas in there. Also, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for lots more Civ content. My name is Alex, and I will see you in another video soon.